Morning everybody. Today we are going to make homemade brown sugar butter syrup. So the first ingredient we're going to need is 2 cups of packed brown sugar. I'm using light. You can go ahead and use dark if you prefer the flavor of dark. And then to that we're going to add 1 cup of water. Now we are going to make sure your burner's on. We're going to stir this together until this is all well combined. And while we're doing that, we're going to keep stirring until it comes up to a boil. If it comes to a boil, I will bring it back. So our syrup has come up to a boil. And what you're going to do from here is you're going to let it gently boil for 4 minutes. So you want to make sure you turn your stove down. I do like a medium-high when I let it gently boil. I'm going to back up and let the steam get off the camera. Alright, so you're going to let it boil like this for 4 minutes. It needs to be on a little bit more gentler boil so it doesn't, boil dry. And then just stir it every once in a while to make sure it's not getting burnt. And then after the 4 minutes, we'll be back. So our syrup's probably got about 30 seconds left, and I've just been coming in here and stirring it every once in a while. And this is the gentle boil that you wanted it to do. It's a little more than gentle, but this is the type of boil that you wanted to do for 4 minutes. So we're going to stir it a couple more times. So it's been 4 minutes, and after the 4 minutes, we're going to remove it off the heat. Make sure you turn your burners off. I have a good habit of forgetting that. So when you take it off the heat, this is when you want to add a 1/2 cup of butter. Now I'm using sea salted extra creamy butter from Tillamook. Use whatever butter you want, so long as you have a 1/2 cup of it. So after you get that in there, you just want to stir it around and let it incorporate. And this is also where you can add flavorings if you want, like maple flavoring or vanilla flavoring. So after that is all stirred in, and you're going to have to keep stirring just so it gets melted faster. After this is all stirred in, you want to let it cool down for 5 minutes before serving. Now when I store this, I just store it in a mason jar and stick it in the fridge, and I have let it last, or sit in the fridge. It's lasted for like 2 weeks. And this is good for French toast, pancakes, whatever you want to use this syrup on. And it reminds me of the Mrs. Butterworth syrup that you buy at the store. So when this is all melted, I'll bring it back to show you what it looks like. We got all the butter melted, and this is what it looks like when it's all done. Super simple, super easy. If you want to have something that requires a pancake syrup and you don't have any, you can make it if you have these simple ingredients at home. So the butter, when it cools, the butter will set up at the top. So if you don't want to use a whole 1/2 cup, you can use less. I've never used any less than 1/2 cup, but I'm sure it would taste just fine with less than, what the recipe calls for. Alright, thanks for watching. If you like this video and want more of this type of video, please like and subscribe. Until next time, bye-bye.